What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Want to get my review for the Kickoff press conference, Mayweather versus Berto. And I'm going to give you my full, unadulterated, uncut, raw, pure thoughts. And I'm thoroughly disappointed with the press conference. And I'm going to explain why. I thought it was trash. Like, for me, the things that I didn't like, see, I'm not a hater. I'm not just going to hate on something or say I don't like something and not explain. Now, the things that I did not like, right, since this is my review, is the whole overall tone of it. I mean, Andre Berto, when he's at the podium, he sounded like nervous and kind of scared, super mellow. And you have Floyd Mayweather, which was the exact same. And I told you two things when I announced this fight, when I talked about it on previous videos. I said, one, I don't think they should have made this fight a pay-per-view, and it would have been better if Floyd were to relinquish the belts if he's going to cut other people who are more quote-unquote deserving of the fight to give a guy like Berto a shot. I thought he should have relinquished the belts like he said he was going to do, right? And I also said I don't think it should be on pay-per-view. The other thing that I said is I thought Floyd, being a master businessman, I said he's going to have to generate some interest because there was some public backlash from the announcement of this fight, and he was going to have to dig into his bag of tricks and go Floyd Mayweather versus Guerrero. How Guerrero, when they had the green screen, and he was like, easy work, you ain't going to do shit, like, and he was just talking a bunch of shit. Or the Floyd with De La Hoya, 24/7 Floyd Mosley, Floyd when he was in the UK flipping off the crowd with Ricky Hatton. I thought he was going to revert to that to sell this. Now, there's still hope that he can do that, but I thought since the fight had, I guess, received some backlash and a lot of people aren't happy for this fight, you know what I mean? Like, no one's like jumping for joy for this, especially being on pay-per-view. I thought he would do that now, because the thing I don't like about Floyd's last two fights have been the fact that it feels rushed. You know what I mean? The decisions are coming so late, so there's not really much time to build. This type of fight, based on everything surrounding it, and trust me, I think a lot of people aren't being realistic and they're giving Berto no chance to at least make it exciting. Do I think Berto will beat Mayweather? Absolutely not. But I mean, he's a guy who's big, strong, has some pop, has some speed and athleticism, and he showed heart in fights. So I'm not talking up the fight. That's my real opinion. Some people are making it like Berto can't even make an entertaining round or whatever. I don't think that's the case. But based on the fight and what it is, I felt you have to build it up. Now, it's already one thing you're not giving yourself that much time to build it up because the announcements, like I said, in his last two fights have come late. It's just, I don't know, man. I'm just disappointed with the press conference. I thought somebody at least put Floyd Sr. on the mic, because, you know, Floyd Sr., he's outspoken. Yeah, man, my son, he gonna whip that punk. Like, you know what I mean? Floyd Sr. is gonna be agitated. And at least at the Mayweather-Pacquiao, it was very similar. But the difference is Pacquiao is accomplished, and people wanted to see that fight for 5 years. And Freddie Roach even had a little bit of animosity that he said on the podium. But from what I've seen, nobody really did that. Like I said, Floyd, he sounded like he just woke up. Something was wrong with his throat. And he sounded like he was going to cry. Like, I just felt like Floyd is going through the motions, and it was more or less a run-of-the-mill. Like, you could say certain things with Pacquiao. Oh, he's a hell of a competitor, and Canelo is a guy that I can't overlook, because the general consensus was really that. You can't overlook Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Pacquiao is a hell of a competitor. But with Berto, a lot of people think he has no shot. You know what I mean? He's a huge underdog in the fight. So I expected more. I expected a more animated Floyd, and I felt like I got the same exact Floyd, maybe even a bit more mellow than he was in the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight. Again, that was a little bit more accepted because of the level of respect that Manny Pacquiao gets. People respect Pacquiao, and they know his fight style and what he brings to the table. Even though a lot of people were wrong and Pacquiao didn't do as great as people thought, this fight needs to be sold. So he has some work to do. Late announcement. On top of that, no one really amped up the fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, to my knowledge, there was some bad blood. So I mean, even at the face-off, I thought someone was gonna like do a little bit of shit talking. push each other person or something to hype it up. You know what I mean? Like I said, you don't have to get physical and push nobody, but I expected more of a Ricardo Mayorga version of Floyd based on this fight. But instead, what I got, and this is what Floyd said, nobody is forced to buy this fight. And I don't think that's a good selling point. You know what I'm saying? That's not a good sales pitch. People are already shitting on the fight, and you're talking about nobody is forced to buy it, but tune in and just kind of going through the motions. I really expected a lot more. Now, as far as good, the only real good things that I like how Floyd Mayweather took the time to appreciate his father. I thought that was a good moment. He pointed to his dad. He said, this whole dream, everything started with two people, me and him. So I really like how he gave his dad credit for that, and you could see his dad was happy. A lot of times in the past, Roger Mayweather, who's great also, he got a lot of credit, and Floyd and Floyd Sr. had a tumultuous relationship, so it was good to see him pay it forward and give back to the person who got him into this game of boxing, which is Floyd Sr. And then the last thing that I guess I could say that I like good was the fact that Showtime, they weren't really beating around the bush. They say, why Berto? They were asking him direct questions like that. Sometimes when people interview Floyd, they skirt around the issue, and they're more sensitive and don't, you know what I mean? They don't ask certain questions because they don't want to make him irritated or anything like that. But Showtime was pretty candid. They said, they even asked Berto, they said a lot of people were not expecting this. Did you expect this? They asked Floyd, why not Keith Thurman? Why not Amir Khan? And then Floyd said, Amir Khan has Danny Garcia problems, basically. He says Amir Khan has to get past Danny Garcia. I don't know. It was just weird. The other thing I didn't like was the crowd energy. So they got their work cut out for them for All Access. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you guys think of the Kickoff press conference. Was it basura? Did you like it? What did you take away from it? Make sure you like my video as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off.